Hey guys, it's Anthony here, and today I'm going to be doing a Manchester United vs Manchester City draft. So, what is this idea that I've thought of? So, right now I'm on Transfermarkt, and I'll explain that later, but I've put two teams up in this lineup, Manchester United and Manchester City. For now, I've just put them in the standard 4-3-3 formation, but of course, I'll change it up if the players suit that formation. But what have we got to do? So, Manchester United will get the first pick in the draft. Oh, by the way, a draft is like one team picks a player, then the next team picks a player, then it goes back to the first team, they pick a player. So I'm just doing that. And you can't pick the same player more than once. So say Manchester United pick Paul Pogba, Manchester City can't pick Paul Pogba. Now, they have 100 million to spend each. And I've got a calculator out, and you guys will be able to see on the screen how much money they have left. So right now, each team will have 100 million. They need to buy a set of 11 players. But what makes this more interesting is, A, they've got the budget of 100 million, as I said before, but B, they've got to fill 3 requirements, and in the end, I'll choose who I think has the best lineup, and then you guys can also have a vote down below if you want, and say which team you thought was the best. So yeah, I'll just get straight into it. Remember, 100 million. Oh, of course, I've got to tell you guys the requirements they have to meet. So they have to build a team with 2 English players, 3 under 21-year-olds or 21-year-olds, and no players from the Premier League. So that's 2 English players, 3 under 21 or 21-year-olds, and no players from the Premier League. Right, remember, budget of 100 million, Manchester United get the first pick, and I will pick for them. So Manchester United, they can't have any Premier League players, no, but they need 2 English players. So straight away I'm thinking Championship, under 21, but let's go for Dwight Gale. How much would he cost? Dwight Gale. Newcastle United. 8.5 million. Yeah, I think Manchester United will take him. So 8.5 million down. Dwight Gale is in the lineup. Actually, how old is Dwight Gale? He's 26. Alright, so he doesn't meet the requirements. But that's cool. Alright, Manchester City. I think they might want to go for a big gun straight away here. So, under 21. How much would someone like Tony Cruz? I know he's not under 21, but how much would he cost? He could be a good deal. Remember, only 100 million. Something like 51 million. Not the best idea. So maybe, actually, Kaká. How much would he be worth? Kaká is only worth 1.7 million. I think that would be a great buy. So Kaká is in. Actually, I'm gonna play Kaká up here. car goes straight in there. Alright, so I reckon that's a very good signing from Man City, but they don't meet the requirements so far. Alright, but Manchester United, 9.15 million left, and they've already got the English player, but they'll need one more English player. Who's an English player that doesn't play in the Premier right now? Maybe someone on loan? That could be Joe Hart. That is a great shout. Joe Hart, because of course doesn't play in the Premier League right now, worth 12.75 million, so a bit expensive, but a great player. So that leaves Manchester United with 78.75 million in the bank, but seals them a great keeper in Joseph Hart. Alright, so Manchester City still got 98.3 million left. In fact, I'm going to move this defensive mid to the centre midfield. Move both those guys back a bit. Alright, so who could they get? Manchester City probably want to start filling out those checkpoints, but they've got quite a bit of people left. Mbolo, though, would be a great shout for an under 21-year-old. As long as he's not... Yep, he's not 22. I was hoping he wasn't. He plays as a centre forward. I thought he played as a winger. Alright, I'll go for that. 17 million though, a bit expensive. Though he is a quality player and Man City have heaps of money in the bank. So, we'll go, or Man City will go rather, for him. 17 million exactly. So that leaves them with 81 million in the bank. Still more than Manchester United. But the most expensive player so far. And so he plays as centre forward, so we'll play those guys there in that centre forward role. And Bolo, it is a very good signing as well. But so that takes away one of the under 21 players, which Manchester United have 0 of, but Manchester United have got both the English players. Right, so Manchester United with 78.75 million left. So Manchester United, I think they might. I think they'll go down the Man City route of getting a cheap but still quality player in Xabi Alonso, because of course Xabi Alonso is quite old now. Yep, 2.98 million. I think that's a great signing, considering they are currently on less cash than Man City, and cash could become really important in those later stages. So that leaves them on 75.77 million, and that does add a quality player to their squad, Xabi Alonso. Alright, so Manchester City now. Probably do need to get an English player in. Maybe another under 21-year-old. Let's see, who could they? Well, I'm not sure how old he is. I'm not sure how to spell his name either. I think that's how you spell his name. Kolasinac. Great fullback, playing for Schalke right now. Nope, that's not how you spell his name. Kolasinac. I think that might be how you spell it, hopefully. Is it? Yes, it is. No! Oh, he's 23. Right, not young enough to fulfill that role. Manchester City, they do already have a centre forward. I was thinking of maybe Cleary, but I'm not sure if he's actually under 21. And they already have a striker. Who else could they pick? What about Lafont? Great goalkeeper. I think he'll be cheaper than Donnarumma. Definitely under 21. Yeah, only 5.53 million. That is a bargain for a great keeper. So 81 million minus 5.53. That is 75.47 million left in the bank. Alright, so he can go straight into the goalkeeper spot for Manchester City. Also getting into one of those under 21 spots that they need 2 more of. They don't have a single Englishman yet though, which is a bit worrying. But Manchester United now, who would they need? Oh, they've still got lots of positions left. And they've got slightly more money than Man City, 75.77 million. Alright, who could they get? They already have a striker, a defensive midfielder, and a goalkeeper. Could go for quite a few more under 21-year-olds. So who is an under 21-year-old? And you know who would be a great buy for Manchester United? Kingsley Coman. You know, I swear he's under 21. Yeah, he's 20. 17 million. Ooh. You know, they can afford it. They might have to buy some cheaper players. In fact, I'm going to go for it. 17 million off the budget. But a great player. Is he? Yeah, he's right wing. I thought so. So Kingsley Coman, stick him there on that wing. That's a good signing. And now Manchester United have 58.77 million left. Manchester City 75.47 million left. And they need Englishmen and fast. So I'm thinking Richards from Aston Villa, centre back, English, playing in the Championship. I feel like that would be a good signing. Only 2.98 million as well, and he's a decent player. He's a really good player. And that takes off 2.98 million off their budget. So that means they are on right now 72.49 million. 72.49. So they do have quite a lot more money than Manchester United. But Manchester United do have, I would say, yeah, I'd say they have the better team at the moment, Manchester United. But they do not have a lot of money left. However, they've already got their 2 Englishmen. They just need a few more under 21-year-olds. Who would be a good buy for them? Is Joshua Kimmich. He might be a bit expensive though. That's the problem. Oh no, he's 22 anyway. Alright. Who could they buy that's under 21? Cheap. Now I'm thinking of maybe someone in the lower leagues of English football, maybe. Someone with high potential. That's a could have gone for maybe like Marcus Rashford. Tom Davies, Anwar Lookman, but of course they all play in the Premier League. What about someone who's out on loan? What about someone like... who's out on loan? That could do a good job. But I'm really struggling with that as under 21. You know what? Let's just get a good player. Sorry guys, but my keyboard just broke, so I had to restart the computer and stuff. It stopped working, but I'm back now. Got it working again. So that's why the lineups, formations and stuff might have changed a bit. Not formations, but like where the dots are. So still got Gale, Conan, Xabi Alonso, Joe Hart for Man United, Mbolo, Kaka, Richards, Lafont for Manchester City, and I'm just going to continue as I was. So Manchester United, they have 58.77 million left. Now, they're going pretty good for the requirements. They've still got no Premier League players, obviously. They have their 2 Englishmen, and they've already got 1 under 21-year-old. So, I am going to get, I think, because we're low on money, a good player who's old. Just to, up it a bit, up their squad quality a bit. I'm going for Andre Pirlo, who shouldn't be that much yet, 850,000. That's nothing in today's market, and that will only take us down to 57.92 million for Manchester United. Yeah, so that is actually a great signing. I think that might be one of the signings of this draft, actually. Only 850,000. I mean, that's so cheap. So you can go right there. The midfield might be lacking a bit of pace, but it's got quality coming out of its ears. That is a quality midfield for Manchester United so far. So Manchester City, they've got 2 under 21-year-olds, so that's pretty good, but only 1 Englishman. So they definitely need an Englishman, and I'm gonna go, because of course when I had to fix my keyboard, I had a lot of time to think about this. So I've got some ideas for each team so far, and I'm gonna go for Jack Grealish. He plays for Aston Villa. Shouldn't be too expensive. Yeah, he's only 4.25 million, and he counts for an under 21-year-old, and he's English. I mean, that is pretty good, I must say. So Jack Grealish can go straight into that lineup. And Manchester City, they had 72.49 million, but now they have, of course, Jack Grealish being 4.25 million, 68.24 million in the bank. That is a lot of money to spend. Alright, so that is a very good signing, because it takes care of the English and the under 21, and he is a pretty good player as well. So I think that is a very good signing. Alright, now of course Man City only have 1 under 21 player left to buy. So, and no English players, so they just need 1 more under 21 player, and they can spend the rest of their money. I mean, it's going really good for them right now. Alright, so Manchester United, they have 1 under 21 player. Only one. Alright, they'll need to buy another under 21 player definitely this round. So Gaia actually got a great idea. Oh no, they're only allowed 2 English players, aren't they? And they've already got that. Oh, I was gonna go for Reece Oxford, but of course they've already got the 2 English players. So Gaia, yep, 21 million, but 21 years of age, but 15 million. It doesn't seem like the best plan. Actually, it's gonna go for Dembele, but Pulisic maybe. He might be a bit cheaper. 10 million. Oh, alright, he's definitely the cheapest option so far. What about... who else could I buy? Isaac, the striker from Dortmund. The young Swedish striker. Yeah. 5 million. Oh, but we've already got a striker, don't we? Yep, Dwight Gale. Alright. Then we cannot have Isaac. Who else could there be? Young. Who do Manchester United need? They need defenders. Actually, I think, yeah, they're going to go for Gaia. Yeah, he's a very good player. Only 21, so takes up some of that much needed under youth that Manchester United don't have right now. They still need 2 more as well. Right, so, but that does take away a whole heck of their money. Now they're down to 42.62 million. A lot less than Man City. But they did buy a very good player in Gaia. Right, so Manchester City now, they have heaps of money to spend. And I think they're going to be looking to get rid of that final under 21 so they can just splash out the cash on this guy. And yeah, I think they should go for Pulisic. I was looking at him for Manchester United. They don't have the money. Manchester City do, however. And they don't have a right wing right now. So I think that is a very good signing. So they had 68.24 million. Minus Christian Pulisic's 10.2 million. They still have more than Manchester United. In 58.4. So yeah, that is a very good signing from Manchester City. Alright, so Manchester City. So in Pulisic, you can get straight into that front three. And look at that front three. The youth. I mean, Grealish and Bolo, Pulisic, they're supplied by an experienced player in Kaká, but Richards and Lafont in the back. I mean, that's looking to be a very good team. However, Gaia, great player. Joe Hart, great player. Hello, Xabi Alonso, very experienced. Kingsley Coman, of course, amazing. Dwight Gale, second top scorer in the championship. I mean, it's looking very even for me. Maybe Man City slightly edging it though. Alright, actually, how much did Guy cost again? He costed around 15 million, didn't he? Yeah, 15.3 million. So that was... ooh, I think that was a good signing for Manchester United. They needed a left back. They got a great one. And yeah, I think... but Pulisic, of course, was a very good signing. But now back to Manchester United. They've only got 42 million left. Well, 42.89 to be exact. However, they do only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 positions left. So that is quite a lot of money per position. They saved a lot of money by buying Pirlo and Xabi Alonso. However, they only have 2 young players. So they'll need some more. Definitely. I'm thinking Olivier Torres. Another one I thought of while my keyboard broke down. Porto centre mid. Great player. Oh. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's his name. Where's that? Porto. Alright, I can't remember what his name is, so I'm going to go into Porto. Well, this was not part of the plan. Clubs. This is really not part of the plan. Oh yeah, I'll get onto him and I'll see you guys soon. Alright, so I found Olivier Torres, and he has turned 22. So that throws my plan out the window. Who else could there be? Grimaldo, maybe? He's a good player. Grimaldo. He is 21. Oh, but he's a left back. Oh, for some reason I thought he was a right back. Actually, we could play him in right back. Nah, I don't think I should play an our position player. Alright, who else? Who else could there be? What is this squad? They do need a left winger, so maybe Bruma, Niang. They're both young, good players. Bruma, 22. Can't have him then. What about Niang? Of course, on loan at Watford. He's 22 as well. Who else could there be? What about... I'm just trying to think. Teal. I think that's how you spell his name. Nah. Alright. He was a pseudonym from Belgium. I said Belgium. Sorry guys. He plays in the Pro League with Anderlecht, and his name, he's a defensive midfielder. Yuri Tielemans, yeah, that's the guy I was looking for. So, Yuri Tielemans. This could be a very good buy for Manchester United. Yuri Tielemans, only 19 as well, but he's worth 17 million. You know what, I'm gonna go for it. Yuri Tielemans. He is a good player. But now Manchester United only have 25 million left. 25.89 to be exact. Right, Yuri Tielemans though. That will set them up very well in the next... Oh, my bad, there was only one in. That will set them up very well in the next, maybe 4 years. It will be demolishing the league. Alright, Manchester City now. $58.04 million to spend. Or pounds or euros. 58 million point 4. 04 actually. Alright, so they only need... Actually no, they don't need anything. They've done all their requirements. So they can just literally splash the cash on loads of players. As long as they're not in the Premier League. What about... Oh, Lugani might be a bit expensive because of his youth. Who would be a great player? Maybe Boateng. How much does Boateng cost? 34 million. No, I think I'll pass on that. Kevin Prince Boateng is a cam. And we've already got Kaká there. So we could go for Tolisso. He is a good player. In fact, how old is he? He might be. Yeah. Alright, Tolisso. 15 million. That is a good buy. A really good buy, in fact. 58.04 minus 15.3. They've still got 42.74 million left. And they've got an absolute dynamite player. And he's really young as well. So that'll be great. Manchester United now. They still need one more player. And they've only got 25.89 million left. Actually, how old is Rugani? I think he's about 22, yeah. 22, so he will not be in the under 21-year-old section. But who is? That's not in the Premier League. Actually, Juventus. What players do they have that are possibly under the age of 21? Under the age of 21. Oh, they have this defensive midfielder, Mandragora. He actually might fit really well. Oh, Piaka. He is a great player, and he plays left wing as well. He's worth 15 million. That would take up most of their budget. But they've only got 3. I think they've got to do it, because Piaka is a dynamite player. Yeah, they're going to do it. They're going to spend most of their remaining money, because they only have 25.89 million left. But on a great player. 15.3 million is gone. Piaka is in Manchester United's team. That's a good signing, I reckon. And that is a great front 3. Ooh, but that is a close battle. I reckon Manchester United just have the better front 3, actually. And they only have 3 positions left. 10 million to go. Alright, now Manchester City, they've got heaps of money left. Actually, they've got 42.74 million left. And I think this man right here could fit very well. Dani Alves, 5.10 million. That is a great signing. And they've still got like tens of millions of dollars, or pounds or euros or sterling or whatever left. How much was he again? He was 5.10 million. That is a great signing. So now they've got 37.64 million left. Dani Alves at that right back spot. That is a good signing. Manchester United now, 3 places left. They've finally done all their checkpoints, and they've got around 10 million left to spend. In fact, they've exactly got 10.59 million left. So who do they want to spend that on? You know, that's about 3 million per player. Who could that be? that they've only got defenders left, don't they? Yeah, only defenders left. So that's pretty good, because like defenders aren't that costly. Now I'm thinking of who could be some older players that they could buy. And Barzagli, he looks like a good deal. 1.7 million. That is actually a really money-saving deal for Manchester United. Minus 1.7 million. So they've got 8.89 million left. Not a lot. Not a lot at all. But they do have a very solid defender in Barzagli. Only problem with Manchester United squad is they've got quite a few old players. But I reckon those youth players could carry them for longer periods of time. Because when I'm deciding the winning squad, that'll be something I'm taking into consideration. Like, how will this squad do in 5 years' time? So, Manchester City, 37 million left to spend on a midfielder, a left back, and a centre back. Now, Rodriguez, I feel like would be a great left back option, because we've got the money to spend 100%. 37.64 million we've got left in the bank. And they are not showing him up on the first page. Where are the players? They're not showing him up, which is weird. But okay, we won't go for Rodriguez then. We will go for who's a good left back out of the Premier League, who's like worth 10 million or something like that. I'm gonna go for another Juventus player, Alexandro. Why is it not showing any players up? Alright, I'm just gonna go home, search Alexandro. Also, John Terry has left Chelsea, or he will leave Chelsea at the end of the season. So I just want to take this moment to say he's an absolute legend, and he will always be remembered. If only we could put him into the squad, but of course. What? Why isn't it showing up with any players? Alright, I'm just gonna figure this out, and I'll see you guys soon when I figure this out. Right, for some reason I can't get the site to work, so I'm just going to have to use those little bars at the top. So, Alexandro, 25 million, quite expensive. Not sure if I want to go for him or not. Still got 37 million left in the bank, but we do have quite a few positions left. So I don't think I'll go for him, and I think I'll actually go for another Serie A player on loan at Roma right now, and that is Mario Rui. He is an absolutely amazing player, and I bet you he'll be super cheap as well. Yeah, 6.8 million. That's an absolute bargain. And that leaves Man City with heaps of money left to spend, unlike Manchester United. So 6.8 million. That leaves them with 30.84 million left. That's so much. They could get a star player for that much money. Alright, so Manchester United. 2 more spots, right back and centre back. So they need a cheap right back and a cheap centre back. Right away I'm thinking like maybe Championship would be more their price range. Maybe not. I'm going to stick with the Serie A route. Go AC Milan and go Zapata, maybe. Zapata might be a good buy, because I don't think he'll be too expensive. Let's just see, because centre back is, 2.13 million. That is saving a lot of money for Manchester United, and actually can lead them to buy quite a decent right back with 6.76 million left in the bank. And Zapata, he's a solid player. He's got a bit of experience. In fact, that's a very experienced back two with Bazzaglia and Zapata, 35 and 30 years old each. So that'd be like an average age of 32 or something. And yeah, they've only got one position left. It's right back, and they could get a pretty good right back. Or they could maybe change the positions up. They could play Pirlo here, Xabi Alonso here, Tielemans here. They've already got Gaia, so I'm not sure where that would work. Anyway, so Manchester City need to buy. They've got 30.84 million left, so that's 15 million per player pretty much. They need to buy a centre back and a midfielder. But what they could do is buy another striker and play a 4-2-4, which I think is what I'm going to do. Because they've got the money, and then all they need to buy is a good defender, because they'll be hit with the counter a lot because of that. Quite the few, almost like half the team will be staying up front. So I'll need a great defender and maybe like an average striker. So maybe, I say average, but like $10 million striker, $20 million defender maybe. So maybe like Vincent Kompany, because he's always injured. Should be pretty cheap. Once we can find. Oh no, what am I thinking? We can't have any Premier League players, can we? Alright, not Vincent Kompany then. What about Germany in the Bundesliga? I am thinking Naldo maybe. how it is. Alright, so I just had a look at how it is, and he would actually leave me with heaps of money to buy a striker. So I think I'm going to go for him. How it is for 15 million. That leaves Man City with a massive... Well, they had 30.84 million, so minus 15.3 million. 15.54 million left. Alright, so now we're down to the final picks. Manchester United with 6.76 left to buy a right back. Manchester City with 15.54 million left to buy a striker. Alright, so I'm actually thinking, I've been thinking of this for Philip Lahm. I'm just wondering how old he might be and how cheap he might be. Oh, he's still too expensive. 9 million, 9.35 million. Not enough. Maybe Burnett. He could be a good option. I just need someone who's 13 million, way too expensive. Alright, and the only player left that I can really choose from Bayern Munich for that right back spot is Rafinha. Please be lower than 7.6 million. 4.25 million. Alright, can we get better than that though? I mean, I think the last player I have a look at is Vendel. But apart from that, I don't think we could get better than that. For our budget, I think that Rafinha for 4.25 would be very good. Yeah, Wendel's too expensive, so Rafinha is 4.25 million. We still had a bit of money left, but I think that is a very good squad. For the amount of money we had, we couldn't get any big names, but we did get some experience. So yeah, I reckon that was pretty good. But the last player, a striker, we are looking, and I think I've got actually the perfect man for this. But we are looking for a striker for less than 15.54 million. And I think I've got the right guy for the job. He plays for Sporting CP. He's been lighting up the league. Just came from Wolfsburg. His name's Bastos. He is very much an underrated striker. He's at 10.2 million though. I think we can get better. So I will go to the... Actually, let's go to the Chinese League. Chinese Super League. And who signed... What was his name? Who signed Graziano Pelle? I think it was EB China Fortune. No, they signed Levitzi, did they? Alright, no, who else would have signed it? Must have been Shanghai. Shanghai. SIPG, I think signed. No, they didn't. Oh, they're the guys who signed Hulk and Oscar. Alright, I've got no idea who signed Graziano Pelle. So let's just go over to the Bundesliga. Oh, actually no. Let's go over to Spain. Go, of course, to La Liga. Let's go to Athletic Bilbao. Can we get Adjuriz? He actually might be really cheap. Yeah, 2.255 million. We can definitely get better than that. But that would have actually been a great signing for Manchester United when they didn't have a lot of money. Can we get? I doubt it, but can we get Alvaro Morata? Surely not. Yeah, 34 million, way out of our price range. Could we get Alcacer? I reckon Bastos is actually better than Alcacer. But surely we can get better. I'm just trying to think of where would be a $15 million striker apart from the Premier League. Maybe if we head back to the Serie A and we go to Torino with... Actually, let's go to Roma. You may have heard of a little player called Edin Dzeko. He's a bit old, but he is demolishing the Serie A right now. There we go, 15.3 million, exactly in our price range. Let's pop him up front with Mbolo. Alright, and now we have to do the official comparing of squads. And I think it's clear to see who the winner is. I mean, Manchester United squad, in the end, it was just pretty frantic. Although they do have some great players. Piaka, Gail Coman, Andre Pirlo, Tielemans, a 19-year-old, Gaia, Barzagli was a great buy. Hart was a masterstroke. But Howardis and Richards, I don't think these guys could get past them that much. Mario Rui, Dani Alves though. Who's attacking Dani Alves? Piaka. I reckon Dani Alves has the one up on Piaka. Mario Rui, I reckon Coman can beat Mario Rui though. Tolisso and Kaka going up against Pirlo. That's pretty even, I reckon. Xabi Alonso, Tielemans, Tolisso, Kaka, pretty even. But look at this front three. Mbolo, Grealish, and Pulisic will last for at least another 7 years in the prime. And they're attacking Barzagli and Zapata, who are both 35 and 30 respectively. Grealish is 1-on-1 with Rafinha. Pulisic is 1-on-1 with Gaia. Mbolo and Dzeko. Dzeko is lighting up the Serie A. So I reckon I have to go for Edin Dzeko. Edin Dzeko's Manchester City. So yeah, guys, I know that was a super long video, but that is my draft. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, subscribe and like. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon.